Uh, Todd again, Regular Guy Reports. Um, Quoting Jesus Jones, who am I, where am I, and why do I feel this way? I look at the stressors in life and I find that, well, there are often situations where we make choices that are self-destructive because I think there's fear of success and the change that success will bring. It's difficult as we attempt to change or transform our own lives which we live. We get internal resistance. We get a fear of having to live up to that new level of accomplishment. So I find in my own life there are little things that I'll do, not get out of bed when I need to, or when the alarm goes off. Oh, just another 5 minutes, and it ends up being another 20 minutes, and then the whole day's thrown off. Short-circuiting myself in making calls that I need to make and putting them off, or making a call and being, please don't answer, please don't answer. Oh God, they answered that. What do I do? Sales. People are like, oh, you're really good at sales, but I hate it. I hate sales with a passion. But in life, kind of everything is sales. Try to sell to myself the benefits of a positive outcome and the benefits of making good choices, and I ain't buying it, and it's difficult. It's hard to get through, and it just ends up eating at your soul and just leaving a big hole there that you try and fill with other things. Self-indulgent activities, playing solitaire on your phone, flipping through social media, reading some unproductive and stupid escapist book, watching banal television shows or something. Just wasting time that could be turned to something productive and something valuable. But my own habits that I've created are based in fear of success, fear of moving forward, and then creating a new bar by which I will have to judge myself. Heaven forbid that should happen. I get nervous about success. I get frightened. There are lots of things that I could look at in past life, and lots of excuses that I could make about how my parents raised me, or what I dealt with in school, or being bullied. But those are all just excuses. Those are all just the false truths that I tell myself, that the reason I can't do something is because of what somebody else did to me. And that's a lie. That's an absolute lie, because I'm free to choose for myself what I'm going to do, how I'm going to respond or react. And if I choose to react, then I am the victim of my own enslavement. And so as I look at putting together these building blocks, I've talked about the nails and screws that hold together a house, the small key that will open the prison door. These are all, of course, metaphors for the little decisions that we make each day of our lives, each moment of each day of our lives, as we go along to either short circuit and self-destruct ourselves, or to move forward to take that step forward. And we will get pushed back in life, and it'll push us back. We will lose ground. I can choose to either be victimized by life, or to take a step forward, or to dig in. Maybe I got to dig a foxhole and climb into it and wait for the barrage to pass, and then it's time to maneuver, time to go forward. Sometimes we need lateral movement. It's not a simple singular answer as to all the things we will need to do, but that simple singular answer that will allow this to happen is, I am free to choose for myself. I am free to self-determine. I am a sovereign individual who can make decisions to move forward. And I'm the only one to blame. I'm the only one who's responsible for the position in which I find myself in this moment in my life, which I don't much like where I'm at in my, this crappy little office and a crappy building in, trying to do things that I don't want to do. For example, I went out, got a sales license as an insurance agent, and again, I hate sales, and trying to talk to people is difficult, to broach them with an idea of selling something. I can talk to people all day about whatever it might be. You want to talk about some obscure subject? Great, let's do it. But I don't want to be sold something, and I don't want to sell somebody something. And these, I guess the purpose that I bring that up is that you got to keep trying. You got to keep finding things that you can do to move forward. Whatever it might be. They might not be the best choices, but they are still choices. We might find ourselves doing things that we loathe because we are trying to accomplish a greater good, trying to create value, whether that's by income, whether that's by improving the lifestyle, whatever. We're just having to, embrace the suck of doing those things that we don't want to do. And it's uncomfortable, and it's difficult. But the reality is, we are ourselves responsible for the outcome. It just is. Whether it's success or failure. Failure, I have found, is a very bad habit that's easily created, and that success, well, that creates that responsibility or that accountability to do it again, because you've done it. You've proven that you can succeed. And so that can get a little scary. So trying to figure out, who am I, where am I, and why do I feel this way? I'm a sovereign individual in the middle of my life, and I feel this way because I am trying to escape that responsibility of personal accountability. And that's one of the areas that I see that's different for myself, as opposed to people that I've talked about. Many of us know who they are on the internet, who are teaching lessons, especially in the art of manliness. So this is more just kind of a bitch and moan session where I'm just expressing dissatisfaction with my reactions to life and frustrations with shortcomings that I've created. And just trying to encourage myself to to bootstrap it, to get my shit together. And it's not easy. I appreciate having just, a personal diary, so to speak, in the form of this idiotic ramblings that I do here. So glad to have a space to do that. Yeah, ways to create accountability. I think that's something that I'm gonna look into for myself, to create, that personal accountability, to encourage myself to maintain personal accountability in the decisions that I'm making for my own life, and to escape the false truths that I've adopted as a way to form excuses for not doing what's necessary. So this, again, nonsensical baloney spewing forth, but glad to have people and places, or people and materials that I can learn from, even though I'm resistant. Maybe it'll get through. Keep pounding it in. So today is just about recognizing that accountability is something that is mine alone, as far as the reality of my own life goes. And probably the same for all of us.